Good morning, Dragons. I'm Mr. Salerno, and this is Flame, and we want to welcome you to the News of Camelot. Today's Friday, February 26th, 2021, and Flame, before we get started on our wonderful weekend, let's take a moment to pause, put our hand on our heart, and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may now pause for the moment of silence. Thanks, Dragons. And Flame, the sun is going to rise today at 6:45 in the morning, and it's going to set at 5:59 in the very late afternoon. Dragons, it is Wide World of Sports Day. It's Friday. It's Wide World of Sports. We're going to do a fun spin on Wide World of Sports today, and it has to deal with breaking barriers. So Flame wrote here, breaking barriers, and what that means is we know that it's Black History Month, and we can celebrate Black history any day that we want to, and we're choosing today to celebrate Black athletes that broke barriers based off of their accomplishments or based off of their bravery and what they did in society through the world of sports. And we know a lot about Jackie Robinson. We talked about Jackie Robinson last year. We're going to talk about Jackie Robinson in the spring. But Jackie Robinson is a very big deal because he broke the color barrier in Major League Baseball in 1947. And Flame was doing some research on so many African American and Black athletes that broke barriers because they were not only skilled at their sport, but they were also very courageous to stand up for what was right and to stand for social justice. So Flame went through the decades and highlighted one very famous African American in each of the decades. So here's some right now. Let's start in 1950. That's when Althea Gibson, first African American woman to compete on the World Tennis Tour. 1964, Bob Gibson, the first African American baseball player to be named the Major League Baseball World Series MVP. Then we have Bill Russell. In 1975, he became the first African American inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame as a player. 1988 was a humongous year. We had two big things happen. We had the first NFL referee, that was Johnny Grier, and then we have Debbie Thomas. She was the first African American to win a medal at the Winter Olympics. Congratulations to Debbie Thomas. 1991, Willy T. the first African American to qualify for the Indianapolis 500 automobile race. In 2002, the first African American to hold the #1 women's ranking in tennis was Venus Williams. No one had ever held the #1 tennis ranking until Venus Williams did for Black athletes. And then, check this out. The first African American to hold the year's #1 at the end of the year was Serena Williams, and we talked about Serena 2 weeks ago. So that's pretty neat. That's fantastic. 2010, Dustin Byfuglien became the first African American to win the Stanley Cup when he played for the Chicago Blackhawks. And just a few weeks ago, in 2021, we have the Red Sox hiring Bianca Smith as the first minor league coach, making her the first Black woman to serve as a coach. There are pioneer trails even today, Flame. Even just a few weeks ago, we have history being made because people are deciding that they need to stand up for what is right. And we know that the Positivity Project character trait of cheering on others when they succeed, well, that's not always going to be the case. And so many Black athletes and so many people that had to overcome the struggle because people were not cheering for them. They were rooting against them to be successful. Now today, we hope that there is more progress that has been made, but there's still a lot of work to be done, Flame. And even today, as we make history with Bianca Smith, we can go back through history of all the trailblazers that have done something about social justice through their sports, through their athletic accomplishments, and because they want to set new opportunities for the people after them. Da-da-da! It's time for the birthday box. Almost lost the birthday box there, Flame. Got a little nervous. But luckily, it was right there, and we have birthdays to get to. Dragons, check this out. Today, the 26th, we have Olivia Risley in first grade. Happy birthday, Olivia. Miss Maroney! Miss Maroney, our kindergarten educator extraordinaire. Happy birthday to you. Tomorrow we have 2 birthdays as well, Flame. We have Lily Mossberg in 1st grade. Happy birthday, Lily. David Nguyen in 3rd grade. David, happy birthday to you. 4 dragons in the next 2 days. And the mail. Let's check out the mail. Let's see here. Dear Flame, here are some fun facts I found about walruses. Hey, walruses. Mother walruses are very protective of their young. Well, that's good to know. They can live around 40 years. Okay, not bad. Walruses are rarely found in deep water. Well, yeah, I think that makes sense. There weren't a lot of pictures in the deep blue sea, but they seem to need to love the oxygen. So that's great. Thank you, Reese Wilk. Those are some fun facts about walruses that we can add to our list. Finally, dragons, 2 quick things before we start our weekend. Number 1, we love the moon, and the full moon will be out early tomorrow. We can't get the moon today in a full state, but the full moon will be out tomorrow, so check that out. And if you know that you have a friend or a family member or someone around that is going for something special, maybe an accomplishment or maybe a game this weekend, or maybe they're trying to finish something, cheer them on. You know what it feels like when you have someone cheering for you and you are encouraged. Well, you can do the same, dragons. Find someone or find a group of people that you know that you want to give them a little bit of boost so that they can take that extra step to achieve their goals. They will thank you for it, they'll feel appreciated, and the feeling will be mutual because you showed you care about them. So, on behalf of Flame, I'm Mr. Salerno. We hope you have an awesome weekend, dragons, and we can't wait to see you on Monday. Thanks, everyone.